wonder what different newborn animals look like? Today we are going to look at the 10 cutest baby animals. These are some of the most adorable creatures ever to grace the planet. We'll take a look at their different characteristics as well as their unique and amazing appearances. This video will have you in awe and saying awe of these tiny living things. So let's get started. Number 10. Zebra. The female zebra gives birth to one newborn baby called the foal. As you would expect, the foal is already born with the trademark zebra stripes. However, instead of black and white stripes that we're familiar with, the foal is actually born with brown and white stripes. Even a newborn foal is well developed with a weight of approximately 70 pounds. Most foals are fully weaned by the mother up to 11 months of age, but the mother zebra continues to lactate for 5 additional months. Zebras only feed on grasses and shrubs, so the foal is quick enough to follow the lead of the mother to learn which plants they should consume. Shortly after their birth, zebra babies learn to run to avoid becoming prey for large animals in the wild. Most male zebras learn to become independent by their first birthday, but they continue to stay around the family herd for an additional 3 years. Zebras easily reach their own sexual maturity by 22 months of age, when they are ready to give birth to their own little foals. Unfortunately, foals have a high mortality rate because they often fall prey to large lions or cheetahs. If kept in captivity, the foal can have an average lifespan of up to 40 years. Number 9. Giant Panda. Giant panda babies are not only adorable, but they're also hairless and blind. These tiny cubs are actually 1/900th of the size of their mother and only weigh as much as the tomato, so the giant panda baby is actually one of the smallest newborn babies that we know of. These tiny little cubs don't even open their eyes until about 8 weeks after being born and cannot walk around their own until 3 months of age. Pandas are unique herbivores. They only eat bamboo. The cubs learn quickly from their mother that they should be only looking for bamboo to eat in the wild. Since bamboo only gives pandas cellulose and not that much energy, baby pandas need to be eating quite often in order to grow into the large size that we know. Number 8. Snow leopard. Snow leopard cubs are both small and helpless at birth, so they are born in the comfort of their mother's fur and remain there until they can open their eyes after 7 days of being born. Once the snow leopard is a few months old, the growth begins to pace up and they're able to consume solid food and even start hunting like their moms. Only at 22 months of age can a snow leopard cub become independent of its mother and start hunting on their own. Just a year or two after, these snow leopards become sexually mature and can start making cubs of their own. Life in the wild is not very easy for snow leopard cubs, so they only have a short lifespan of about 10 years. In captivity, however, these cubs can actually live a longer life up to 22 years. Number 7. African elephant. A baby African elephant is known as a calf. Even though we expect elephants to be large and tall, a newborn calf is only 3 feet tall and is considerably low weight of 250 pounds. Since calves are unable to see properly at birth, they stay close to their mothers and recognize family by touch and scent. The calf is reared by the whole elephant family, who takes an active part in parenting so that the calf is well prepared to survive independently later in life. Female calves are more loyal to the family than their male counterparts, who leave to start their own life by the age of 12. In order to grow into the massive size, baby calves drink up to 3 gallons of milk a day, and their mothers continue to feed them milk for up to 2 years or even longer. Only after 4 months is the baby calf able to consume some solid food such as small plants. When the baby African elephant is born, it does not know what to do with the trunk. The poor calves often step on their own trunks since they don't even know how to swing them around properly. Over time, the calves begin to use the trunk to eat and drink and gain full control of their trunks for bathing and grasping once they're a year old. Number 6. Polar bear. Most of us associate polar bears with colder regions, so it would only make sense to mention that polar bear cubs are born between November and January. The cubs stay with their mothers for a few months until spring arrives. While polar bear cubs are born with fur, the hair is very fine and almost invisible to the naked human eye. These adorable little cubs are born small and with a weight of 20 pounds and only 12 inches in length. Most polar bear cubs learn to open their eyes when they are about a month old and start walking around inside the den at 2 months of age. During this time, the fur develops thicker and whiter, with their teeth beginning to erupt as well. The cubs only emerge out of the den when they weigh about 33 pounds. Cubs tend to grow rather quickly, reaching the weight of an average teenager at about 8 months old. Polar bear cubs learn to survive in the wild by following the lead of their mother. They try to start hunting early during the first year on Earth, but are often unsuccessful and rely on the mother for sustenance. However, cubs do begin eating solid food at about 3 months of age when the mother is able to find some prey on the sea ice. Number 5. Giant sea turtles. Giving birth to baby turtles is quite a task for the mother. Once hatched, the mothers must carry their babies to the water and protect them from predators like birds or crabs. At the time of birth, the baby green sea turtle is only 2 inches long. This changes quickly as the turtle begins to mature, as the average sea turtle grows up to 5 feet in length and weighs more than 700 pounds. Baby green sea turtles learn to hold their breath underwater from a young age. Their cold-blooded biology helps them with this task, as green sea turtles can easily hold their breath for hours in colder water. The green sea turtle is born with a traditional olive-brown dorsal shell and yellow underside. As much as the baby green sea turtles would want to retract into their own bodies, these turtles are actually unable to do so at all. The baby green sea turtle also learns to swim rather quickly, as they learn to use their streamlined shell and flippers to maintain balance on the water. As babies, green sea turtles only feed on what the mother brings them, which is typically prey like jellyfish and crabs. As the turtles mature, they become herbivores that feed on algae and other sea grasses. Number 4. Kittens. We all love kittens. They are tiny, adorable, and pretty friendly to us human beings. An interesting fact that you might not know about kittens is that they are actually born blind. During the first few days on Earth, kittens only rely on their mothers to feed and survive. The kittens only open its eyes after about 10 days of being born, but they still suffer with their vision until about 5 weeks of age. The kittens are very intelligent little animals. They are very observant and learn to groom and eat from their mothers. Kittens easily soak up knowledge from the world since the moment they are born and continue to rely on instinct for survival and sustenance until later life. Initially, little kittens don't even know how to use the bathroom without assistance from their moms. The mother cat plays a central role in the development of the kitten, which is why it's important to let this mother-baby duo stay together until the kitten has matured. Number 3. Mountain gorillas. Female mountain gorillas give birth to infant gorillas by the age of 10. They only carry 1 or 2 infants at a time, giving birth after a long 8.5 months. Newborn mountain gorillas are considerably small, weighing only about 4 to 5 pounds at max. Even an average human baby weighs more than that. Surprisingly, infant gorillas are actually even smaller than human babies at the time of birth. While mountain gorillas mature to become large and independent, they rely entirely on the mother until they're about 2 to 3 years old. During this time, the mother carries her babies around, teaches them to cling on her back, and even nurses them constantly to aid growth. The baby gorilla infant is very similar to the human baby. It needs help in almost everything from the mother. Since these baby gorillas are difficult to rear and take care of, the average female mountain gorilla will only give birth to about 2 to 6 offspring during her entire life. Number 2. Wolf. The mother wolf does not only give birth to 1 little pup at a time, but a litter of pups that typically consist of 4 to 6 baby wolves. When these pups are born, the entire family lives together in the den in order to protect the pups from predators. Baby wolves are actually born blind and deaf, which is why they need assistance from their parents for up to 4 weeks after being born. However, these pups learn to socialize rather quickly. They learned by playing with each other inside the den by rolling or chasing insects, but some litters are even found playing human-like games such as hide and seek. Until the pups are mature enough to move away from the den, they only rely on their senses of touch and smell to explore. These pups are also found sleeping most of the time, but they do whine and grunt if their mother wolf goes too far away. Honorable mentions. Swans have a thick coat of fur and short little necks. Emu chicks, born with stripes on their feathers. Bald eagles have a light gray bodies at birth. Number 1. Cheetah. Like wolves, baby cheetahs are born in litters of up to 5 cubs at a time. These cubs are born covered in a thick layer of fur which easily protects them from predatory animals in the wild. However, these baby cheetahs still have a high mortality rate of up to 90%. Sadly, up to 75% of cubs die before they are even 3 months old. The cubs that do survive in the wild are able to shed their thick fur during the first year of life. At about 4 months old, the baby cheetahs begin to develop the spotted coat that we're familiar with. The cubs learn to become independent by the age of 15 months old, with a little white tip on the tail and the ability to hunt for themselves. Mother cheetahs begin feeding their cubs meat at about 3 weeks of age, and eventually teaches the cub to follow her lead when she hunts. Cheetahs mainly feed on antelope, birds, and rabbits, and the mother successfully teaches her cubs how to catch and kill them in the wild. We hope you enjoyed our video. Which newborn animal do you think is the cutest? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from us ever again.